Yo, what's up, guys? Alex Baker for Stokastic here. Coming at you with 3 FanDuel lineups for Week 5. I'll use some of our tools to help me build these. So we got the lineup generator. Now it's on FanDuel as well. So we actually just added some options this week where you can go chalky, balance, contrarian, or you can just see a mix of all of them. The way this works is we generate a bunch of lineups. We discard ones that we feel like aren't going to be winning lineups this week. So you're left with a pool of really good lineups. And then you just have to choose between them which ones you feel like are the most likely to succeed. So let's look at the top stacks real quick. It is free today on the site. And okay, so we got Buffalo as the top stack. They're huge favorites versus Pittsburgh. I'm a little bit worried about like the ownership being this high, and just my experience is when you got these big favorites, the fantasy scoring tends to dry up unless the other team performs. This is going to depend on your opinion of Pickett on the other side. If you can hang in this game, I'd probably say I'm not going to count on it. So I think going with chalk, I'd probably prefer the Buccaneers. I'm like on the Tom Brady thoughts right here. They like pass just as much. Well, I guess actually Buffalo, they're both pretty good. Like the ownership gap is pretty high on FanDuel. So I'm not convinced which one I like, but those are probably the two options I like the best. And then Philadelphia, like on FanDuel, I do like the Philly stack a little bit more because the passing touchdowns are really matter more than passing yardage. So that does benefit you on FanDuel. With a guy like Hurts that doesn't throw for many passing yards. All right. So this one, quarterback, tight end, plus running back. That's just not enough pass catchers to fit my kind of ideal build. Allen, McKenzie. McKenzie's a guy that I like this week because Crowder is out. But I don't love just those two. I'd probably want more guys in the stack. Brady, Auden. With Braid out, I still want more pass catchers. So Stafford 3.6% on. I'm not sure how this one is super chalky with Stafford, and then we got Kyle Phillips at 0.8%. So, but the rest of the lineup is like most of the popular plays. So I think the logic behind this lineup is, okay, everyone's playing Cup, everyone's playing Higbee, no one's playing Stafford. So you can exploit that by playing those guys plus Stafford and hope they all have a big game together. So that's going to be a strategy I use this week. Allen, McKenzie, Cousins, Cook, Jefferson. Okay, this one, I really like that combination. It's a lot of correlation. And you got a really good projection, which is why this isn't the I guess that's what we're going for with the chalky lineup. So I think this one's pretty intriguing, given that Cousins is a little bit lower owned. So this one I like. So let me put this into the lineup builder. This is kind of one of the first tools we came up with, but it allows you to like manipulate the lineups a little bit more than the lineup generator right now. All right, Drake, London with no Pitts. That's great. Jefferson plus Cousins. Like, that's an awesome stack. Olave. I think Michael Thomas is out again this week, although, you know, it's not confirmed. But Olave has been kind of ascending. Fournette plus Niners. So let's see how this stacks up. Over 10% contrarian, over 90% value. So like it's not quite in my ideal range. Like ideally I want to be at least 10 to 20% contrarian, but this is why it's in the chalky section, right? So I think like I could make a pivot to make this a little bit less chalky. So I'm looking at Fournette at 7,800 and I'm wondering, is there someone at 7,800 or less that is a slower owned? So as you guys see, Fournette's at 21%. We're going down to Marquise Brown or Jalen Waddle. those guys project a lot worse. So maybe this is like a tough range. So let me just, for the sake of experimentation, we actually got up to 8K, so we could go with James Robinson. That actually might be our best bet. I think James Robinson is very overpriced on FanDuel this week, but you're going from 21% ownership to 3%, so I think that's pretty interesting. All right, so let's go to balanced. Bridgewater plus Tyreek, I like that. Mills, like Cooks. Mills is super low owned, so I kind of wouldn't mind even throwing in Dameon Pierce into the lineup, although he doesn't really catch a ton of passes, just like hoping that Houston has a day where they perform really well. Bridgewater, Tyreek. Allen plus Morris, I kind of don't really love that. I'm surprised I'm not getting like Allen plus Diggs more. We got Allen plus McKenzie. What is Diggs' price on FanDuel this week? 8,600. So I guess it's just like he's very high owned and Allen's very high owned, so maybe those lineups are just like a little bit too chalky. Brady plus Godwin. Probably want another pass catcher with Brady because he doesn't really run. Anyway, let me hand build one lineup real quick. So before I do, guys, you can get a 3-day free trial for Stokastic. Just click the link in the description below, and you get to access all of these tools that I'm using to help make my lineups. And 3 days free is significant because it gets you all the way through Monday's slate. So that gives you a few different opportunities to play NFL DFS. We're covering the Sunday morning, showdown, the Sunday main slate, Sunday primetime, the showdown, and Monday. Like, these are all huge prize pools that you can get for free for 3 days. And if you like it, hopefully you stick around. So I'm pretty confident you're going to win more money using these tools. All right. Let's pick a stack here. New Orleans I like, but I feel like it's too early in the week to know who's going to start at QB. That makes it hard to really analyze. New England, we just got the news that Mac Jones is out this week, so we'll have to reevaluate once the Vegas lines come back out. Contrarian lineup, Tennessee versus Washington. I do see like it's 1.7%, but the stack rating's 40%. So the value on a stack's actually pretty good relative to the chance that people have Tannehill. Try that. So with Treylon Burks out, that should boost the projections of the other receivers. So going like Woods, Akinye, or Woods, Phillips, I feel like that's pretty good. Or Woods Henry is probably a good bet. What I'm really hoping here is that we just got the news Jameis is doubtful, so that's kind of good now. So we're going for Washington having a big day, and Tennessee having to pass more than usual to keep up. So let's throw in a Washington skill player. With Brian Robinson back this week, probably it does make it kind of murky for Antonio Gibson. So then I feel like I went super contrarian with my game stack. So I'm just going to put in some of the best plays this week, which are Fournette, Jamal Williams. Wow, his price is really high on FanDuel. Kamara, 7K with Andy Dalton. Like, that's going to be a ton of PPR points potentially. Tight end, Higbee. I think he's a great play this week. He's been excelling in this Rams offense this year. I feel like I didn't spend enough money now, so I might have to get some really high price guys. I think Diggs, certainly a fine receiver option. And I have to spend up I might have to swap out someone and go with a higher price. So instead of Fournette, what is Christian McCaffrey's price? 8,700. So maybe I go with McCaffrey over Kamara. It'll be much lower owned. And we got 5,600 left. So I feel like I did. This might be why the Tennessee stack is so low owned. Is this just really hard to spend all the money effectively? Go running back defense stack here. So we got a good value score, good contrarian score. That means this lineup would be pretty contrarian. And obviously we picked a stack that's unlikely to succeed, but not many people have it either. So I think it's intriguing. All right, guys, I hope this helped you figure out your process for FanDuel Week 5. And make sure to check out these tools on the site if you haven't already. Use that 3-day free trial. Just click the link in the description. Let me know what you think of these lineups in the comments, and good luck this week.